If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. We've got Jussie Smollett, Jussie Smollett, however you pronounce it. He's the guy that was allegedly attacked in Chicago and by two guys wearing MAGA hats, and they called him the N-word and the F-word. And then it turns out that that whole story was a hoax. And a lot of people jumped on it. Oh, how dare the, people call him that. And he just made the whole story up. So now there's a documentary out on the entire incident. And I think Jussie Smollett is in it. And I wonder if he's going to cop to the fact that he made the whole thing up. I don't know. But if not, I don't know why they're doing the documentary. What are they going to do? Just continue the lie for this guy? Let's find out. There's a documentary. Crozier found this for us, so thank you, Crozier. Have you seen it? Has it come out yet?
It's coming out 1 week from today.
Oh, I got to check it out. I got to look at this. Big fan of that whole incident. Here we go, everybody. Jussie Smollett.
January 29th, 2019, police were called to an incident. They see an actor called Jussie Smollett with a noose around his neck. He says that he was the victim of a hate crime.
To think that I had two white guys attack a black man in this city was disgusting to me.
This was a racially motivated incident involving a celebrity. I knew this was going to be huge.
You could not turn on the TV. You could not turn on the radio. It literally was everywhere.
I thought it was a horrible crime at first, until it started to fall apart.
Jussie was still being treated as the victim, but the narrative out there was shifting.
Shifting, yeah. Just slightly. Shifting.
Was shifting.
Some things.
It wasn't exploding or, blowing up in his face, revealing that he's a huge liar. It was just shifting a little. Shifting, couple degrees.
Was shifting.
Some things kind of struck me as a little odd.
It does not fit with Jussie's account of what occurred.
We were going through the polar vortex at the time. Who is out in the street with it being cold out there?
The fact that they weren't buying his story was like, wow.
Time is ticking and the pressure's on to get to the bottom of what's going on.
We saw that they had actually identified who these guys were. I was like, we got this dude now.
The twists and turns of it are really jaw-dropping.
I would not be my mother's son if I was capable of one drop of what I've been accused of.
Well, then maybe you're not. Maybe you're adopted.
I would not be my mother's son if I was capable of one drop of what I've been accused of.
Most people don't really know the truth and what the actual evidence in the case was.
Evidence from the scene.
When she says this, she said...
The truth and what the actual evidence...
Let me back it up here.
Most people don't...
Wait, here we go.
Most people don't really know the truth and what the actual evidence in the case was.
That's not true. I think most people know exactly what happened. I think most people know more about that case than cases that happened to their, family. I know I could name you probably 800 details on that case. I think most people are aware of what happened.
Evidence from the scene shows that there were white men there.
Could it be possible that Jussie Smollett is actually innocent?
No. What kind of bizarro world are they living in?
I don't want to say it's suspicious. It seems sensational.
I'm innocent.
Chicago police has a century-long history of lying to the public.
Oh, so they're going to take Jussie Smollett's side, it looks like, on this documentary.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's involved in it, right?
Wow.
So maybe that was conditional.
Wow. That is wild.
They're just creating a distraction.
What the is going on?
The biggest question is, who really can we trust?
When is it on HBO or
Netflix?
Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix next Friday.
Netflix next Friday. All right, that should be good. That should be great. All right, we got time for this? Yeah, we got time. We have the LGBT Center in Bell keeps finding dog poop on its property. What's going on here?
It's happening right up here?
Yes, right up here. So you could actually see one of the poop bags that must have got here overnight.
We're not talking 1 or 2 bags. We're talking...
There were over 10 bags, and so that was I think that was the second time that we did like a full sweep of the awning. It smelled really bad yesterday. It was not a pretty sight whatsoever. I had to get up on the ladder and go take it down.
Tell me.
Oh, they're throwing it all over the place, not just on the lawn, but on the roof, everywhere.
Tell me what you guys have done in terms of trying to figure out who it is.
Yeah, so I mean, we've been checking cameras. We've been like repositioning cameras to see if we could catch the person that's doing it. It seems like this person or people are aware of where the cameras are positioned, though, so that's just been making it a little bit hard.
Who's doing this in 2025? Yeah. You know, taking their dog ass and throwing it at the LGBTQ
we know
center.
It's dog?
Oh, yeah, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. That's possible.
Is that better or worse?
Yeah, a lot worse. If it's not dog. Yeah.
There's a concern that you're being targeted because you're an LGBT resource center. What do you think about that?
I just worry about, like, what if it does escalate in the future? Like I said, this is a youth resource center, so we have clients coming in each day, and I don't want them to feel like they're going to get, like, harassed just for coming to the center or anything.
You guys have been here, what, a couple of years now?
Yeah, so we've been doing work in the area for a couple of years, pre-pandemic too, but we just got this center about 2 years ago. So,
and is this center in Bell?
Yes.
Is that right?
It's a center in Bell, California.
That's a tough putt in Bell. You know, I mean, if you were in Long Beach or West Hollywood, I think, you know, people sort of behave. But Bell is, it's got to be a tough run there. But where did you find this, Richie? Is this
NBC?
NBC. Had you heard about this before?
No, I was,
shocked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually this weekend is going to be our 2nd-year anniversary of this center.
What a horrible way to celebrate it.
Right. At the same time, this just proves why we need to do the work we do.
Was that in the tape or was that somebody on the show laughing at that?
Right. At the same time, this just proves why we need to do the work we do, and we're not going anywhere. We're going to still keep providing resources and make sure that people are taken care of, but it just really sucks when we see things like this, but the work still goes on.
In Bell, I'm Miguel Medina, NBC4 News.
It's crazy people. All right, here's this just happens to be a coincidence. I looked this up the other day. Let's do a whip around. You got the whip around music, Robin? Who's in for Foosh? Here is the whip around. What percentage? All right, Crozier, you're going to play. Angel, Robin, Richie. Is Maddie with us or is he gone?
Gone.
He's gone. All right. So Robin is with us. Richie, Angel, and Crozier. Okay. Rob. Okay. All right. Here's the question. What percentage? You got the, I think Steph Foosh hides that music. Did you find it, Robin? No? Oh, there it is. Okay. What percentage of people who transition, right? Male to female, female to male. What percentage are happier after they transition? Robin, let's start with you. What percentage of people transition are happier after they do?
85.
85. All right, Richie.
I'm going to say a good 75.
75. Angel.
I'm going to say 80.
80. All right, Crozier. Don't say 0, Crozier. What's wrong with you?
I'm going to go big. I'm going to go the other way. 95.
95. All right, Crozier wins.
Oh.
Crozier wins 94%.
Oh, woo.
94%. That is huge. Thank you, Robin, with the music. Thanks. 94%. That's unbelievable. That's huge.
I'm surprised by that.
Yeah. I don't think I'd be in the. I think I'd be in the 6%. I'd be like, oh, this dress doesn't fit. I don't like the way my boobs look.
That part.
That Susan is such a B to me, you know.
Your butt looks big in those pants.
Oh, I know.
You have
I get that
split
now,
ends.
though. Hey, I get split ends. My hair's all frowsy.
You're cute, G.
It's all burned out and beat
Pores are
up.
huge.
Plus, why do I have to pay more for dry cleaning now? You know,
Right?
get all crazy. So I'm not probably a good candidate.
Lower pay.
Yeah, right. Lower pay and
paycheck goes down.
Not a lot of rights. You know, got to cook and clean more now. It sucks. So I'm not the guy to do this. I think I'd be in the 6%. I think I wouldn't be the guy. So I'm not gonna lower that. I'm gonna ride out this one I got.
So you gonna stay?
Yeah, I got to.
You stay with what you got.
That's right. Although I will say, I gamble on horse racing, go to casinos, enjoy that. But man, dude, these people gamble. These are the real gamblers. This is my crew. I mean, you're gambling that you're gonna, cut off your wiener and be happier as a woman, or add one and lose the top and be happier. That is those are people are gamblers. I'm like a player. I'm like a $2 window player compared to these people. Man, oh man.
Isn't there a term of that for people gamblers that are just barely putting in?
Yeah, they call them players.
That's it.
Yeah,
players that's a player.
Yeah, because a gambler is gambling the rent money and the mortgage.
You are officially a gambler.
Yeah, you're a gambler if it's making radical decisions at home based
on just dipping
your
toes.
Yeah, you're just a weekend player. That's what I am. I'm just a player. But these gamblers are, and I've seen guys like that at the track. They'll lose a car or their home, and those are my heroes.
That's. See, I was going to go the other way.
No.
That would be why I probably couldn't go on a regular basis to like the track, to just see people their emotional breakdown knowing they just lost everything.
Those are supermen to me. I love those guys. Those guys all have a great sense of humor. All of them. All right, we got to take a break here. President Trump and President Putin have finished their agreements, or their talks, I should say. And now it looks like Donald Trump is about to leave Anchorage. And I think Putin's leaving as well. It's got to be a bummer for Putin to come onto a soil that they sold to America for like 2 cents an acre, and then deal with Donald Trump and the whole airplane.
And then the pilot has to go to the front of the plane and throw that prop to get the plane going.
Yeah, he's rolling around an old 737, Putin is. But Trump's leaving right now. If you want to turn on TV and watch Air Force One take off out of Alaska, that's always a cool thing to watch.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
I was looking up at the horses today in Del Mar. They're running Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I noticed there was a horse running in the first race called Daniel's Magic. Is that the name of the horse? Yeah, Daniel's Magic. So I sent a text to my buddy, Malibu Dan. His name is Daniel. I go, hey, Daniel's Magic. It's going off at 8-1. You put $20 on that to win. Go to that OTB in Orange County. Put 20 to win on it, and you'll get back $180. It'll pay 18 to win, and you'll 10 times 18, $180. And then he texts me back. He's like, oh, buddy, can you put 20 on it for me? I'm like, oh, I don't do that anymore. Because you'll never see the 20. It's gone. So, but it's true that I have no more room on my account. I can only bet a certain amount a week on my account, and then they shut it down. And that's already gone for this week. So you're on your own. Anyway, came in 5th. So he saved $20 by not betting on that horse. Not betting on it. All right, Michelle Obama is in the news. She's talking and giving free advice to, is it Malia and Sasha? Are those her daughters' names? Malia and Sasha?
Something like that.
Yeah, giving them advice on dating. Maybe we can use some advice like this.
The thing that I did do was date a lot, right?
Here's the advice Michelle Obama gives her 2 daughters about finding love. The former First Lady gives her take on the modern dating scene in a recent episode of her IMO podcast with brother Craig Robinson, revealing she tells 27-year-old Malia and 24-year-old Sasha to stay open-minded when it comes to finding a partner. It's something she says she learned during the early years of her relationship with former President Barack Obama.
I just try to get them to stay open to people, right? Because
people. What?
I just try to get them to stay open to people, right? Because my feeling is like the thing that I did do was date a lot, right?
Well, that's the second time she said that. Right? A lot of women won't say that.
Feeling is like the thing that I did do was date a lot, right?
That's like you, Croge. You know, you dated a lot. Didn't you date a lot?
I wouldn't say that.
You
popular.
I wouldn't say that at all.
Hitting a lot of parked cars, buddy.
What?
The thing that I did do was date a lot, right?
You always have different stories about all these.
I've lived a life. Don't hate on a man who's lived a life.
That's great.
The thing that I did do was date a lot, right? And so when Barack showed up, I had experiences to compare him against. Like, I knew a lot of them. I didn't like this. I didn't like that.
And Michelle says her and her husband try to talk openly about their romantic history in front of their daughters to hopefully teach them a thing or two.
Barack and I talk about
You know, I don't know. I mean, I never give advice to anybody about dating, but I think some of the happier couples I've ever met are couples that knew each other like in 7th grade and they're still together. You know, these long-ass relationships.
I'm always fascinated by people like that.
Yeah, like they've only been with one person.
Yeah.
You know who's like that is that comedian Nate Bargatze.
Oh, yeah.
He met his wife, I think, when they were both in high school, working at, I don't know, one of those chain restaurants.
Sometimes, man, I think people just, you get lucky, you get it early, and you're like, you know what you got, and it works.
And you have a lot of
More power
history.
to you.
Yeah, a lot of history, you know, with the families, too.
Yeah.
Like that, you know, that girl that used to work here, Erin Benmo, she met her now husband, I think, in grade school.
Yeah.
Or in junior high.
Something like that. Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's just not been my experience. It's just.
And other people go on a blind date and they fall in love. And you know, so there's no real rule book for it.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
You know, you never know. Never know. And some people are arranged marriages. You know, the parents will arrange a marriage that you got to stick with. And that works
are
too.
happy with that.
Yeah, it works beautifully for some people. So I don't know about giving advice to
All
anybody.
about just, is it making you happy? Do you feel fulfilled? Why you need to move on then?
That's right. And I will say this: the one thing that I will give, young people who are dating advice is, you're not just dating the woman; you're dating the family. And if you can get a big extended family, another extended family into your orbit, that's really cool.
Yeah, my issue more often than not was the family and I got along far more than me and the girl.
Oh yeah, I was with you. But like my wife has a huge family. I mean, hundreds of cousins and uncles and aunts and grandparents. And her great grandmother was alive for the first few years we were dating. And we have a picture of 5 generations. It was her great-grandmother, her grandmother, her mom, her, and my daughter.
It's crazy.
And I love the big, huge family that she has up in Oregon, and it's great. That's one of the cool deals in hanging with her. Big ass family up in Oregon, and all great people. You know, all just really cool people.
So you got lucky.
Very lucky. You're very lucky.
Barack and I talk about our dating experiences, and so we try to sort of educate the girls by sharing our experiences, what didn't work. Oh. So my whole thing is date a lot.
Wow, man, you never hear that. Yeah, mom says get out there,
move around,
yeah,
shake it up,
start keeping score.
Date a lot.
Date a lot. Woof.
Date a lot. And
that's not my advice to my daughter. Yeah, go out there and date a million people.
Date a lot. And, if you run into a bad date or have a bad experience.
You will. If you're dating a lot, you're going to have a bad experience. A lot of them.
By
bad date.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just a numbers game.
Bad date or have a bad experience, move on quickly. Don't stay around. It's like, if it's not working, next.
Oh, what flat advice.
Yeah, if you're in a relationship or you're dating someone and you like it, they like it, and everything's going great, you're going to not date anymore just for the sake of numbers?
It's odd. And this advice here at the end.
Bad date or have a bad experience, move on.
Move on quickly.
Bad date or have a bad experience, move on quickly.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's like everything in life, You go to a restaurant, you don't like the food, don't go back.
Yeah, that's...
Buy a car, breaks down all the time, get a different car. It's a real flat advice. I mean, it's sold like it's a jewel. It's not. It's a 3D house of flat advice.
Psst, I'm going to tell you the secret of life and the happiness in the relationship.
You know what's great when you're really thirsty? Cold water.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
Del Mar is in full swing right now. I just talked to a buddy on the phone about Del Mar. I wanted to go this weekend, but I got stuff to do, so won't be able to slide down there. But let's check in with somebody who knows. It was down in Del Mar. Devin Bowman is with us. Runs the Grand Villas at Del Mar. Devin, how you?
I am great. I'm so excited to be on your show.
It sounds like Devin.
Yeah. I have been listening to AM 640 my entire life, and I love Del Mar and Del Mar racing more than anything in the world. So.
Oh, that is fantastic. How far, by the way, how far is the Grand Villas from Del Mar?
They are about a 5 to 10 minute drive, and there is a courtesy car available to the hotel as well.
Wow. You know what? There are a lot of beautiful hotels around Del Mar, and the prices are obviously higher during the summer because of demand. But I can't believe how beautiful, when we used to go to Del Mar with my dad, the only hotel that was, near Del Mar back then was that Hilton right on Del Mar Heights. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, and you know what's funny is that was my very first hotel job. I was a front desk agent.
No way. Is that right?
Yeah, I've been working in Del Mar for the last 20 years.
Oh, okay.
I just love it here. Yeah.
Okay, so you remember, that this is, that was the, what was great about it is that was walking distance to the track. You got up in the morning, you had breakfast at the Hilton, and you just walked over to the track. And then, since then, in the last 20 years, there's been a ton of places that have cropped up there, and it's just spectacular.
Well, I worked at L'Auberge as well, which is also very close to the track, but I don't think there's anything like the Grand Del Mar because we have a 3-star Michelin restaurant. We have a 5-star spa.
Wow.
We really do everything we can to create extraordinary experiences for our guests, and we love hosting racetrack people. That is one of our favorite things to do. We have some racetrack people in-house right now. Big-time Grade 1 horse owners are here right now. So, I always get excited. It's like spotting a celebrity for me.
Devin, how far is the Grand Villas from the track exactly?
I would say like a 5 to 10 minute drive.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. That's actually pretty cool, to get away from it at night. If you're at the Hilton, there's a million people going to drive by you every night, on the way out. I can't believe you worked at the Hilton. What years did you work there?
Let me see. I think like 2009 or maybe 2008.
Then you check this in. We were there all the time. That was our hang.
I hope I did a good job.
Yeah, it is really look. Del Mar. If anyone is listening right now is familiar with Saratoga, Saratoga is what Del Mar is to the East Coast. But Del Mar has the advantage of being close to the ocean, so it's always 70 degrees.
It is a track with an ocean view. And I have been to like Keeneland, Churchill, Arlington, Santa Anita, and I just think Del Mar is one of the prettiest tracks in the world, and I think there's never a bad day at the track. I mean, you get dressed up.
That's right.
You have something to eat, something to drink. You win a little money. You lose a little money.
Right.
You can, you can sit at the picnic tables and eat hot dogs, or you can go to the turf club and have filet mignon. So you can make it whatever you want. And I don't ever see anybody leaving without a smile on their face, honestly.
I know, which is amazing because most people walking out with less money than they came with, and they're still happy. That's
but you know what I
remarkable.
tell people? I said, when you bet on a race, think about it like paying for a carnival ride. You're just making the race more exciting for yourself. And if $2 does it for you, that's great.
Right.
If $1,000 does it for you,
Even
then that's
better.
great too. But it makes the race just like more exciting. And I don't think there's any city prettier than Del Mar. It's
You're
not
exactly right.
too stuffy.
Yep.
I mean, it's right by the beach. We have amazing restaurants.
Yeah,
we have amazing hotels.
downtown Del Mar is spectacular now. It's got that little mall there, and it's got beautiful restaurants. It's just the greatest place in the world is Del Mar, California.
I absolutely agree, and they will have to drag me out of here.
Good for
I can't
you.
imagine living anywhere else.
So it's called the Grand Villas at Del Mar. How old is this place?
So the Grand Del Mar was built by Doug Manchester about 15 years ago. So there's the hotel, and then what I manage are private residences that are about 5,000 square feet and 3-bedroom, 4.5 bath, and they have a full kitchen.
Oh my God!
But I think the biggest advantage to the villas is that you have a dedicated team. You have me. I'm available 24 hours. You need a private chef, I can do it.
Wow.
You need
I'm down.
a s'more kit, I can do it. Like you need a daily racing form, I'll drive one over to you.
Right, okay. And
our housekeepers have been with us for 12 years, and we just have an amazing team, and we love welcoming our guests, especially our horse racing guests.
Do rich people call you at 3 o'clock in the morning and ask for stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know what? I love my job, and I really love doing extraordinary things and really surprising people where they're like, "Oh my God, you're awake!"
Yeah. What's
I'm awake.
What's the website? I got to show people how beautiful this place is.
Okay, it's villas@thegranddelmar.com.
Villas at the Grand. What is it? Villas.
Villas@thegranddelmar.com.
Oh, at the Grand Villa. Okay. All right. People got to see this. It's spectacular. Devin, thank you for calling in, and we'll see you at the track.
You're so welcome, and I can't wait for you to come so we can host you and show you how beautiful it is.
All right.
And I was so
clear
excited
the traffic.
to talk
I'll come
to
on
you.
down.
Okay. I was so excited to talk to you. I missed the first post today. So.
Oh, good for you. Yeah, I would come down, but the traffic is such a nightmare. It's 4 hours to get down there. So.
Well, you can also take the train, and our courtesy car can pick you up at the Solana Beach train station.
I know. I'm a basement guy at Santa Anita. You're not looking for my type down there. All right, Devin, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Devin Bowman, a huge race fan, and she's like the unofficial mayor of Del Mar. Knows everybody down there. Has been down there forever. Worked at the Hilton. Now is working at the Grand Villas down there.
That's look. I mean, not that you wouldn't anyways, but that's a beautiful area right there. That's Solana Beach.
Unbelievable.
Jen and I have gone there and stayed there. They have a belly up tavern there where they have fantastic live acts.
And this Devin Bowman has invited me and my family down there, and I keep telling her, I go, look, I am not going to sit in traffic for 4 hours. Yeah. I love the place. Yeah. But I'm going to go down in November when it's Breeders' Cup. Then you can slide down there without the traffic. But the song goes, where the surf meets the turf at Old Del Mar. Take a plane, take a train, take a car. Don't take a car.
Don't take it.
Unless you're suicidal.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
Man, what a week it's been with Steph Foosh and his whole accident last Thursday. And we got to thank a lot of people who really helped him out. Pete Willigren, Will Gorin with KTLA, Managing Director and Content and Coverage. Rick Chambers.
Yeah, he swung by yesterday. It was cool to meet him.
Yeah. I've never met that dude. He's a really cool guy, Pete. Also, Jose Hernandez, he's the photojournalist. Sandra Mitchell, she came by as well. And also ABC News director. And Tim Blodgett, photojournalist, came by and did that thing last night on Channel 7 with Mark Brown. And we played that earlier. That was great. Barbara Myers, who is Steph Foosh's mom. Curtis Myers, who's Steph Foosh's stepdad. And Ed, who's Steph Foosh's dad, is one of my favorite guys in the world. That's a great guy. He is just a really cool dude. Got to get hook up with him more. I bet he's got a million stories. And also Keontae Hubbard and Jonathan Garay. That's cool. He works at that Kippard bar, Jonathan Garay.
Yeah.
So go down and get those tin meats in you. Is that what it's called?
Yes, Kippard.
Tin meats. All right. People are into that.
Come on, I bet your dad dug it.
My dad wasn't a big fish guy. And I think I picked that up from him. You know, I don't know. It always tastes like fishy to me. Yeah, but they say that's bad fish. If it tastes fishy, it's bad.
Right.
You know. So I guess my mom and dad just got crappy fish their whole life. I thought fish sticks. Well, that's as close as I got to fish.
You like fish sticks?
Yeah, I like fish and chips.
See?
With a lot of vinegar, a lot of lemon, a lot of salt.
Yeah, I do.
You got to
like
really
that.
pile it on.
Oh yeah, fish and chips with vinegar. Oh yeah.
People, health nuts don't consider fish and chips healthy. I do.
That whole thing, that I think the Great Steak and Shake or Steak Fry or whatever place that came out here. For the longest time when I came out here, people did not know the whole vinegar on fries thing.
Oh, really?
Like, oh, my God.
Oh, it's the best.
Where I'm from, D.C., Maryland, boardwalk fries. Oof.
And then up in Canada, they put gravy on the fries.
Oh, yeah.
Which makes sense. It's potatoes.
Yeah.
And it's terrific. But vinegar on anything is great, even on chicken.
Oh, my God.
You know, if you go to Cane's and get a vinegar with that.
It's my secret ingredient when I cook.
Me too.
Vinegar.
Me too. I love vinegar on everything. Malt vinegar. I put on malt vinegar on almost everything I eat. Maybe that's why my system's so effed up. But there's a place up in Oregon and in Washington called Burgerville. If people are from that area, they know what I'm talking about. And they have the best fish and chips ever. Fish and chips at Burgerville. Fast food fish and chips. You know, it's not the greatest, but for fast food, it's spectacular. Spectacular up there. All right, let's talk about Paul Rodriguez. He was in Burbank again, buzzing around and got picked up again.
Actor and comedian Paul Rodriguez is in trouble with the law once again. Rodriguez was arrested after leaving a restaurant in downtown Burbank. He was found in his car with narcotics, say police. This is the second time Rodriguez has been arrested in Burbank.
In Burbank, twice with the narcotics. That's a strong, I guess a positive message for people. They really love Burbank. You know, it doesn't matter what they're doing in their car. They'll risk it all to come to Burbank and enjoy themselves.
For possession of narcotics just this year. A woman who was with the comedian was also arrested. He was released with a citation and is expected to appear in court on September 5th. The 70-year-old is best known for his roles in the films Blood Work and Tortilla Soup.
You got to give him that. You know, if you're 70 and older, you should be able to do whatever you want. You've made it to 70. You know, if you want to do coke, crack, you want to do pills, smoke weed.
Line it all up.
Yeah, you want to mainline. Whatever you want to do after 70, you should be get a free ride.
Yeah, and do it in Burbank.
Yeah, do it in Burbank. It's a great place to hang.
Yeah.
Cops are tough in Burbank, though. There's a lot of them, and they don't F around.
Not when you're 70.
They step to you real quick, man. But there's two people, I think, that should be able to do drugs at will. 70 and above, and anybody who's in a mascot outfit. You know, guy's Michelin Man, or he's the, the Dig Dong, or whatever, at Universal Studios, whatever character he's playing. Those people should be able to be on whatever they want, in a hot costume all day with kids pulling on them. They should be able to, literally do cocaine or poppers or crack or crank or weed, whatever they want. Those two people I give passes to, total passes to. All right, we got to take a break here. We'll come back. We have a great 6 to 7 p.m. hour shaping up for you. Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.